Hello everyone, welcome to my garden. I'm out picking rosemary and I'm going to be going inside and making rosemary garlic rustic bread. So I'm going to take it inside and we're going to just peel the leaves off of it and chop it finely. We want about 2 tablespoons or so of rosemary. You're just going to chop that as finely as you can get it, and then you're going to chop 2 cloves of garlic and get that as fine as you can get that as well. So I saw this recipe and I just love rosemary. It's probably my most favorite herb to use. So I thought I'd give this bread a try. So we're going to make it together and see how it turns out. So if you're seeing this, obviously it turned out because, I wouldn't have posted. Anyway, you're going to add to a bowl 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, all-purpose flour is the flour that has nothing in it. It does not have any baking soda or baking powder. It doesn't have salt. It's just flour. And then to that, you're going to add the garlic that you've minced and the rosemary that you've chopped up. You're just going to add that to the bowl with your flour. And to that, you're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of instant yeast. Just pour it in there with the flour. And 1.5 teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon doesn't want to fit into that little bottle, but it's 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And then you're going to add about a 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. And mix that up in your bowl. Make sure everything is combined well. In the next step, you're going to need 1.5 cups of room temperature water. Just slowly add that to your flour mixture, and with a spoon or a spatula, you're going to just mix that up until all of the ingredients is combined, making a ball of dough. And as you go, you can scrape the sides of your bowl and get all of the dry flour mixed in with the water. I have this fancy little dough spatula, bread spatula. Once again, I can never remember what it's called, but I'm going to use it here. But you could use your hands, or you could just use a spatula or a wooden spoon. And at the end, I think I finally do get my hands in there. And when you're working with bread, if you'll wet your hands just a little bit, the dough won't stick to you, and you can work with it just a little bit easier. So I just want to work it around until I see that everything is mixed together, no more dry ingredients. Then I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap for 18 to 24 hours. Just going to let that sit on the counter till tomorrow. You'll know it's ready when it has doubled in size and there's little bubbles all over the top. And this is the next day, and I'm going to grease my 10-inch iron skillet with just a little bit of Crisco, and then sprinkle about 2 tablespoons of cornmeal onto the bottom of that skillet. And my dough is ready to turn out of the bowl and form into a ball. And I used my rubber spatula to just help it along out of the bowl. You want to try not to tear it. Just want to gently ease it out. Once you get it out, Put a little flour on your hands and start forming your ball. Just folding the edges under, smoothing the top down. And then you're going to place it in the middle of your prepared iron skillet. Have your ball, and then put it right there in the middle and cover it with a damp tea towel or tea cloth. So once you have it in your pan and you have it covered with your damp cloth, you're going to set that on the counter at room temperature for about 2 more hours. Then you're going to uncover it, and it has expanded, and it is ready to put it into a 450-degree oven for about 30 minutes. So it did kind of double. My pan is just a little bit big. I actually think this skillet is a 12-inch and not a 10-inch. But I checked on it halfway, and it's rising up nicely. I tried to decorate the top with a sprig of rosemary, but it just burned in the oven, so I had to take that off. So as you saw, this was a no-knead bread recipe, and it turned out fabulous, and I can't wait to have it with my dinner tonight. So thanks for stopping by and visiting with me in my kitchen, and I hope you subscribe to my channel.